Hi, my name is Joe Kim. I'm from South Korea, and on this video I'm going to show you how I implemented my sounds using Fmod for the game Cube 2. After you play your level several times, your job is to create your asset list and really organize yourself. For this reel, I focus more on setting ambiences for my level than sound design like I did in my Wise reel, and also focus more on adaptive music, so the sound effects that you hear are the unchanged originals. Now Cube 2 lets you play sound triggers in your map. These are played by Fmod using their respective snapshots. For example, here in the map, I set trigger 2 to play reverb 2 snapshot, which has this hall effect type of reverb. Now placing ambiences makes playing more engaging. Here I placed a sample of a sewer sound and added some scattered sounds of rats. Now scatter sounds here help us control the interval between sounds and help support ambience where many small discrete sounds start and end independently. This snapshot, which I called In the Hole, was created based on the player's location. The snapshot sends a low-pass filter to the weapon sounds. Here we have our player outside the snapshot ambience sound. As you can hear, the chain gun is very clear. Now, once our player enters the designated snapshot ambience area, notice how the faders start moving to the snapshot values that were designated for that particular ambience. Now here's a profiler view of the snapshot. Once the snapshot gets to 100%, our player's chain gun sound will be low-passed. Now when the character enters the snapshot ambience area, the music will also start slowly fading down. Now snapshots lets you focus and create different sonic variations, and you can add them to your sound events. In this case, I used my grenade launcher and wanted to have this effect where all the instruments would go through a low pass and create this tinnitus effect. And the snapshot would also duck the music at the same time. Creating adaptive music for Fmod is great. We can control the behavior of the music using these three parameters provided by the game engine, which are health, monsters left, and monsters threat. Now I used the free library for the main synth melody and layered the rest with my own instruments at home. I wanted to create a retro synth song for the level due to its very flashy neon lights. I created 3 segments for the music. Segment 1 consists of a nice, just chill driving synth. Now I've connected the behavior of some of the sounds in this segment. For example, with the health parameter, if the player health is from 80 to 100%, the percussion is minimal. As you can hear, there are only some hi-hats playing. When it's about 50 to 80%, we hear the kick in. And when it's below 50, we hear the full beat with the claps and the whole groove. Now, if we go below 10, then this pad 1 sound will begin to play as well. And if you go further down, then you will hear that in the master track, there is a low-pass filter that triggers and affects all tracks. This gives a nice health cue that the player is in danger zone. Just to add a little more fun and variety, there is an effects stinger that I added and set the probability to 50%. Now, if segment 1 keeps looping and looping, it will get too repetitive. And if you want the music to be more in tune with gameplay, then this parameter really helps, the monster threat. Now, if monster threat is over 50, our segment will go to segment 2. Here, I've also added a multi-event with 3 different synth pads, so it's always looping something random. Now, to use music as a cue of what's happening during gameplay, I use the monsters left parameter. When there's almost no monsters left, the toms will be active. Let's have a listen. We can also use transitions between segments to tighten up our music. In this example, you're jumping from segment 3 to segment 2 and using small crossfades between the segments. You can also use different sound events to trigger different sound layers in Fmod. For example, whenever the hell pig spots our character, the hell pig grunt can trigger a musical layer via a snapshot in the event, creating more suspense in the music. There's a subtle synth pad in the background. When the hell pig spots the character, this synth pad will go through a flanger effect and fade out. Fmod allows us to control the behavior of the music using sidechain modulation as well. Here, for instance, I have a synth pad layer. When the volume of the synth pad hits a certain decibel, it will trigger this stinger I placed in another track. Thanks for watching my demo reel for the game Cube using Fmod, and keep playing!